2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Houston, Texas, the site for the Lakers. The terrific tandem of LeBron James and Anthony Davis are ready to roll as they game plan for the task ahead at Toyota Center. Lakers, Rockets, coming up next on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Hello, everyone. With Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from our Hall of Famer on the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Well, James Harden is both famous and infamous with his skill at getting to the foul line. Some don't like it, but Harden says free throws are a part of basketball. Either you're going to foul me or I'm going to score. Putting the pressure on the defense like that is tough. That's what makes a good player. Kevin, no lies told there.
Well, no doubt, David, he is one of the best. Thank you. Two great pivot men tonight, Chris. The position has obviously changed over the last couple of years. If you were playing now, you think you'd be more of a 4 or a 5?
You know, Kevin, I think I'd be a 3. I played the 4 and 5 in the NBA when I played, and I think I'd be a 3. Right now, you get to shoot, you get to take guys out on the wing. Defensively, though, I'd have to make sure I call for some help because laterally, you got to be able to move out there with those guys. But I think definitely it'd be the 3, 4, and 5 the way the game has evolved.
And you can bring the ball up. I've seen you do it. I know you could do it in this game as well.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, you have a lot more opportunity to do it in this game, and that's not a criticism. It's actually, I love the way the game is played now. It's a lot less hand-checking, more space, and when you play with guys like I did from the Peja Stojakovic's and all the great shooters, the Tracy Murrays, those guys, it's that much easier to play in space because the defense has to honor those guys, and if they space out, that means you may just have a wide-open lane to the basket.
And now the Lakers starting group, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. And it's Rondo in at the 1 spot. And for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. The forwards are Gordon and Tucker. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And James is used to scoring through contact. Doesn't matter what the D throws at him.
Westbrook against Rondo. Westbrook can't get it to go.
It isn't the D that causes that miss. That's just a loss of concentration that time.
Here's Kuzma. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Takes some strength to finish through that kind of contact. And Kuzma's definitely put in his share of work in the weight room.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Offline from the top of the key. James looking it over. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
As well as he's carried himself over the years, I'm amazed by the negativity about LeBron James. I mean, all he's done is 8 straight trips to the finals. Sometimes being on top makes you a target.
First free throw is good. Chris, you think about what LeBron's accomplished, not just on the court, you know, his activism, his business acumen.
Yeah, shut up and dribble. That's what people want him to do, Kevin, but he's not listening, and thank God for that. It's about his power. It threatens some people. For whatever reason, they love to knock you down a peg.
And both free throws good for LeBron.
Well, the GOAT watch continues. Every year, every accomplishment goes into the analysis. I mean, LeBron will probably never be able to skate. And the cold start gets a little colder. Just 1 for 4 to start the game.
And James throws it down.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Now here's Harden. To end the run, Kuzma pulls it in.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
And Green gets it to go.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And looking back, an underrated part of the DeRozan-Kawhi trade, the Raptors also getting Danny Green. Green, one of the better 3-and-D wings in the league, way more than a throw-in.
Here's Capella. And the pass to Gordon. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. From deep, and James Harden, good for 3. Harden's got 5 now. And you look at Danny Green's, he had both ends. Hard to believe the Spurs gave him up.
I mean, over 40% from long range, locked down defensively. Not a lot of flash, but plenty of substance to his game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And here's Harden for 3. Good on the triple. 8 points for him.
Well, Harden has no fear of pulling up from distance. I mean, he has the range and the game. Just a remarkable shooter from deep.
James, the pass to Rondo. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Westbrook dishes to Gordon. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, and Harden is just ferocious with his dunk, just ramming it in the defense's face.
And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles. 4-point game. Pass to Davis. 6 to shoot. Lets it fly. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Now, here's Capella. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Lakers leading by 4. James outside. Pass to Davis. Shoots over Capella, and it's Davis missing. Houston's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Gordon kicks to Harden. Harden draws the double. Outside Gordon. Houston moving it around. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. Harden, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Now here's Westbrook. Rajon Rondo missing his last shot. Count that bucket.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
The Lakers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Floats it up for Davis, and it's slammed in by Davis.
Excellent court awareness. James has always had terrific instincts as a playmaker.
Here's Harden. Green with the block. Now here's Rondo. They kick it out to Green. From downtown. Can't hit that one.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the jam by Harden.
One of the best finishers inside, period. I mean, there's nowhere on the floor Harden can't score from.
The Lakers in the lead. Rondo looking over the floor. Fires from deep. Rockets with the rebound. His first shot coming late, and it's Gordon missing. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Offside Rondo. On the wing, James. Defended by Gordon. Basket counts. James has got 8 points.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him. And for the Lakers, 6 straight seasons outside the playoffs. Can you believe it's the worst record in the NBA over that span? I mean, for the league's premier franchise, it's not what they're accustomed to.
Now LeBron after Eric Gordon's three-pointer that didn't go. Here's Davis. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And the Lakers lead by 6.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Houston making some changes. Daniel House is checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. And then for Los Angeles, Dwight Howard's checked in for Anthony Davis. JaVale McGee comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Danny Green. Shot clock at 6. And that one, good. 14 points for him. And the Lakers have an illustrious past, Chris, but they can't rest on their laurels.
Yeah, you're right, Kev. Teams around the league are getting more advanced with their scouting. The Lakers taking steps to ensure they remain on the cutting edge.
Now, here's Caldwell-Pope. Outside for Rondo. Shoots from 12. Here's Howard. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And you need an army to keep Howard away from the basket. He's so superb at snatching up offensive rebounds.
Here's Harden. He can't get it to go. Good D by Howard. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. 6-point lead. Howard finds Rondo. Outside for Caldwell-Pope. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And Caldwell-Pope can be a volume three-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
Harden the pass to Capella. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
The main strength of Capella's offensive game, I mean, he uses his athleticism to power home these alley-oops.
LeBron James on the wing. Got that bucket in no time at all. James has got 10 points in the game.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Gordon the pass to House. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And they double up Rondo. McGee with no one around. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Stolen by Caldwell-Pope. And James with the basket on the assist by Caldwell-Pope. 12 points for LeBron.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first set.
The three from Harden. Houston now working with the new shot clock. And it's Capella missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Houston making a switch here. Green's checked in. And the Lakers also making a switch. Bradley's checked in. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's LeBron. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
Now, sometimes it just looks unfair with the way Harden can create space. And then, Chris, he'd get that shot off.
Come on, Kev, it's just sick. His step-back jumper is a thing of beauty. I'm not talking about his almost travel double step back, just his regular one. I mean, he has so many tools to create space with his footwork, and he makes the most out of what you give him.
The first one falls.
Well, a lot of players can get hot, but nobody can match Harden when he gets locked in. The way he can create space and drill shots from deep, really impossible to guard.
And both free throws good for James Harden. And with Harden, he not only gets hot for a game, but stays hot, Greg, for longer periods of time.
And you saw that last year with his streak of 30 and 40-point games. For weeks, he can dominate and really frustrate defenses, and there isn't anything you can do about it.
6 on the shot clock. The drive by James. Here is House. He's guarded by Howard. House, the pass to Capella. McGee with the block.
Oh, this is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Lakers leading by 9. James with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Nice shot by James. James has got 16.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Here's Harden. And that one is off. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. LA's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. There's the dish to Howard. James outside. Knocked away. Stolen by Harden. Here's Green. Drills the elbow jumper.
Now look, if he's using his head and finding good shots, Green can be a true weapon from mid-range.
Rivers against Bradley. With 4 seconds on the clock. And the layup is good. And the Lakers lead by 11.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Oh, man, they built a monster lead here early on, and a lot of this is due to the game plan.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Lakers lead by 11. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. A unique upbringing for Clint Capella. Spent years in a welfare orphanage in Switzerland. He said he never imagined he'd come this far.
Even as a kid, I wasn't even dreaming about that far. I always said it's even past my dreams. I mean, now I'm just living the moment, trying to work hard, as hard as I can, and just enjoy the present. Enjoy the present.
Just an inspiring story, Greg. It gives you perspective on why you should be grateful for everything you have.
Kevin, without a doubt, Capella's upbringing helped shape him, and the hard work he continues to put in is really admirable.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, and now they got to find a way to keep it going, keep growing that lead.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Rockets, they've got Austin Rivers. He's out there with...
Oh!
That's a great dunk!
Freakish athletically.
That's
Wow.
how you do it. That's just superb concentration despite getting hit. James is just excellent at scoring through contact. When he joined the Lakers, LeBron knew it would be a challenge. Joining a young team with a losing record. It's reminiscent of his return to Cleveland. but this go-round proving even harder.
Free throw good, LeBron. And under the microscope in Los Angeles, some questions about LeBron's leadership, sitting apart on the bench and Chris courting other superstar players.
Well, I mean, and when you're losing, everything gets magnified, Kevin. We all know that. I mean, LeBron's had his critics his whole career. He continues to prove them wrong. He just wants to get back on that winning track because that would do a lot to quiet.
Stolen by Rivers. He kicks it to Green. Harden against Caldwell Pope. Capella, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on JaVale McGee.
Yeah, I mean, really, Capella is a handful for the defense. I mean, at times you got to foul him.
For Houston, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Good on the second free throw.
Well, to me, Clint Capella is a classic center. I mean, I love his hands. Great footwork. I mean, he takes what is given to him. He plays inside, protects the rim. And if you throw it up, he'll finish it with authority.
Green against James. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Capella. Rivers in the corner. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Rivers has got his first 2 points. And with Capella, that finishing and rebounding are key to his game.
Yeah, and he's only going to keep getting better, Kevin, which is a scary prospect for every other center in the NBA.
Caldwell Pope on the wing, guarded by Harden. Poke loose, stolen by Harden. And here comes House, leading the fast break. Rivers gets a wide open look. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
Pass to McGee. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Unloads from 9. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Outstanding presence of mind. Howard is as dependable as it gets now.
Harden dishes to Capella. Kicks it to Rivers. Outside, Green. Here's Capella. Makes it off the glass. Capella's got 7 points.
Now, this is where Capella is most effective, looking comfortable attacking once he's got established position.
James finds Bradley. And Capella sends it back. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And with it, now guarded by Bradley. It's stolen by Bradley. Puts it up. That shot, no good. And the Rockets take it the other way. Lob pass to Capella. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here's LeBron. They grab their own miss. That one drops for him. James has got 7 points for the quarter.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Harden the pass to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
He's terrific at finding an open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Hard.
Power dishes to Bradley. High arcing shot, and Capella sends it back. The drive by James, and the dunk by James.
Man, you gotta love watching James sky for the slam. I mean, demonstrating how high he can get up off the drive.
The pass to Capella. Harden outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Love how Harden attacks the basket when he's close by. Just relentless in finding ways to get himself to the line.
Great value in rim protection, Chris. Talk about some of the characteristics that you have seen and you use yourself in being a good shot blocker.
Well, your reputation precedes you as a shot blocker. So as a shot blocker, you've already blocked enough shots that everyone knows, hey, I'm Rudy Gobert. Don't come here in here unless you want to get that shot swatted out of the way. My name's Joel Embiid. Did you see my highlights of last game? So really what I'm saying is a shot blocker is always in your thought process. I still have nightmares about Mutombo. Oh, come on, let's
I bet.
Go to the next. Go to the next one, please. Come on. Get off shot blockers.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Gordon comes in for Green, and Russell Westbrook subbed in for Rivers. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Anthony Davis is checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. Green, he's checked in for Bradley. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Caldwell Pope. Kuzma outside. Pass to Howard. Lays it up off the glass. Howard's got 4 this quarter.
All-around player. Kuzma is very solid at finding his guys in their spots.
Westbrook against Rondo. Lets it go from 11. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Russell Westbrook.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Outside, Green. Pass to Howard. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Westbrook. Here's House. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Rondo against Westbrook. Here's Davis over House. Westbrook pulls it in. Rockets trailed by 5. Lets it go from deep. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Rondo kicks to Green. Six on the shot clock. Back to Rondo. Got a piece of it. And the Lakers with another miss. Houston's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Westbrook, no good.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
Tucker with the ball. Now Green defending. Here's Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
That first quick step of Gordon, I mean, super effective at getting him space, which gets into the rim.
Outside Rondo. Passes to Davis. Gordon against Rondo. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Davis. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Davis has got 6 points.
No hesitation to get it to the rim. He uses his height advantage to convert the easy.
Gordon against Kuzma. 17-foot shot on the way. Tucker off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Rondo with the ball. Lets a floater go. Westbrook pulls it in. Westbrook's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Well, when he came into the league, Eric Gordon was tagged as a shooter. Now he's been shooting more than ever.
And Gordon the last few seasons has been shooting, how about this, over 8 threes a game. His success rate with them has gone up and down over the years, but one thing is for sure, he always has the green light.
Chris, as we know, the season began a year ago for Eric Gordon with some poor shooting numbers. Then, halfway through, he blossomed.
Yeah, Kevin, and as you know, he kept focusing all year. He just kept shooting. And he got better and better and better. His confidence wasn't shaken by it. He still took a ton of threes, and then down the stretch, they started dropping. And you know what he did when that started happening? Driving to the hole because the defense had to respect his shot.
Well, it was speculated all of last season and shortly after the finals ended that Anthony Davis had his wish fulfilled by getting traded to the Lakers.
And Davis and LeBron make as scary a duo as you can think of in the NBA. Missed out on some of the other marquee free agents, but AD will get a plethora of looks playing alongside LeBron.
The first free throw is good. Players have different ways of leading. Some guys, Chris, are loud and fiery. Others let their play do all the talking. What was your approach?
Well, Kevin, it depended on what situation I was in. When I was in Sacramento, I could be the quiet, fiery guy that led through my actions because Vlade was more of a vocal guy, and we had a really good-spirited team, so I didn't need to do much besides what we did in practice. In my younger days, when you want to win, you want to get out there, and maybe everyone doesn't have the sense of urgency that you do. You're a little bit more vocal, but I've always believed that the best leaders, no matter how well they communicate or anything else, the best leaders lead by example. And if you're telling everyone what to do and you're not doing it, usually it falls on deaf ears. So go out there and do it by example first, and everybody will follow.
Good advice.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you, always has his head on a swivel.
Here's Westbrook. Made that one only his fourth of this game after firing 10 times from the floor.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Outside Rondo. Kuzma finds Davis. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. They get Russell Westbrook.
Well, the Rockets are a team that is pushing NBA theory to the extremes with how they approach offense.
Oh, yeah, every year they seem to go more toward threes or free throws. I mean, you can't fault them as it consistently works for them, though. I mean, it's like watching a team experiment with what makes an NBA offense.
And that one falls for Davis.
And most fans think of the Rockets as offense only, but that's not the case at all.
No, G.A., I mean, they force a good amount of turnovers, and they trap pretty well. I mean, the defense has been solid for them the past few years, if you ask me. Nothing mind-blowing, but this team is certainly not one-sided.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
Didn't have a free throw in the first quarter, but you can see he's starting to play with more energy now. He has a tougher attitude.
Westbrook against Rondo. The shot's good from Westbrook.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside, Green. The pass to Howard. Lakers passing it around. Davis kicks to Rondo. Floats it up for Davis. 6 to shoot. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. Now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Outside, Green. Pass to Howard. Out to Kuzma. Here's Rondo. Here's Davis. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And Westbrook, here we go. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
And his shot, has come around. For most of the first quarter, it looked like he might be in for a long night.
Westbrook with the block.
2 for 1, probably the way to go.
I imagine that's what they're thinking. You have to maximize the possession.
Those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. They're getting pushed around on that low block.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Rondo drives in, and he banks in the layup. Rondo's got 6.
And not his quarter, scoring-wise. Just 1 of 7 from the field.
Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
You tell me, how do you defend that, Kevin? Harden's strength and command of the Rockets, it's almost unfair.
To the inside, and Davis throws it down. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes. Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Rockets ahead. They lead by a bucket. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
They was important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It was a shaky first quarter for Houston. They were sleepwalking their way through most of the period and wound up staring at an 11-point deficit by the time it was over. Moving on to the second quarter, big-time momentum shift as they came out blazing, wiping the deficit away and now lead by 2. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Well, so far, they've taken care of their business here at home. It's something you might expect, but it's not a given. We'll see if they can keep that up in the second half.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. Second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box outs, battling for position, they own the offensive boards.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been a clinic out there by James.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. So the Lakers 5 right now. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. And it's LeBron in at the 3 spot. Kuzma passes to Rondo. Down low. Out to Kuzma. Misses the 3.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Pass to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Ferocious player on the offensive end. Harden is fantastic at staying aggressive, actively looking for a shot.
Outside Rondo. He feeds it to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Kuzma pulls it in. The Lakers trail. LeBron left side. Westbrook with the block. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. And that sends Anthony Davis to the free throw line. They get Russell Westbrook. And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis. For a time, Greg, it even looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry. The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans with a lot to celebrate.
And we've seen stars, Chris, get suspended in the playoffs for having 7 technical fouls. Should we modify that rule at all, do you think?
You know, I think it can be tweaked if everyone agrees on it. But for me personally, I don't think that we've had enough superstar players get suspended with that rule to say let's change the number. We definitely want superstar players to play in the playoffs, to play for their fans. But we also want to keep the integrity of the game. And if technicals means I get to yell at the referee more, well, then maybe I just have to have more discipline on my end and say, wait a minute, I can't do this because it's going to hurt the team. So I'm not sure about that yet.
For Houston, they have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
Passes it to Tucker. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Back to Tucker. Dishes it to Gordon. Another shot. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's James. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, and you got to count the poor health for the Lakers last season, hampering their ability to compete. The longest injury layoff in LeBron James' career. And all told, more than 200 games missed to injury, Kev.
And the first one drops. And the Lakers parting ways with their head athletic trainer from last season and hoping for more health this year.
Wow. Well, we all know it's a result-oriented business. I mean, luck can play a big role with injuries, believe me. Teams count on their training staff to keep players in the game.
He doesn't get the second one. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. They trail by 3. Right side Westbrook. Lob pass to Capella. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. James finds Kuzma. Davis. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Davis has got 11 points here in just the second half. Timeout called, the Rockets. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for James Harden. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Westbrook. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Westbrook's got 20. Lakers have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. And Davis with the basket on the assist by LeBron. LeBron's got 6 assists now in the game. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. There's Gordon with the 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Gordon's got 8 points.
Well, yeah, the touch, the timing. You got to know how Gordon is a threat to shoot off the pass.
Back to Rondo. Outside, Green. And Capella sends it back.
Can't throw up weak stuff around Capella. He takes pride in sending shots back.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Rockets have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Green, he's checked in for Gordon. And then for the Lakers, JaVale McGee's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Danny Green. And it's Avery Bradley in for Rajon Rondo. Free throw good, Westbrook.
Well, the Houston Rockets, not exactly a balanced offense. I mean, they lean so heavily on James, but you can't argue with the results.
James outside. Three-pointer. That shot missing. The Rockets go the other way with it. Over in the corner, Green. Lob pass to Capella. The feed now to Tucker. Bradley against Westbrook. Shoots over Bradley. Westbrook, no good. And see Webb with the Rockets offense. The numbers speak for themselves.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. I mean, they had the second best offensive rating last season. I mean, they rely on isolations, threes, and free throws, but it gets the job done for them. I wonder, though, just how far this approach can take them.
And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, that's how you play it. He does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Avery Bradley.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
The Rockets have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. Houston making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. That one misses for Westbrook.
Kevin, it was an up-and-down season for the Rockets last year. I mean, they started out very slow, and then because of injury, but it took them a while to get into the playoff picture. But how about this? They won their division, but only nabbed the 4th seed in the playoffs.
Banked in off the glass. Westbrook's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And he delivers another blow. Something's gotten into him this quarter. He's carrying them offensively.
And here's Bradley. Here's McGee. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And Chris, last year being the 4th seed in the postseason was trouble for the Rockets.
Yeah, it was, especially, Kevin, when you have to face the Warriors in the second round. They got bounced out in Game 6 despite the Warriors losing Durant. The slow start in the regular season, I think, played a big factor.
Bradley passes to LeBron. Bradley with the ball. Picked up by Rivers. Bradley can't get it to go. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Rockets. It's a one-point game. Rivers can't get it to go.
I think at the last second he decides to get slick. He won't make that mistake.
And the dunk by James.
What about the incredible ball control of James right there? A true point forward who handles the ball well.
On the wing, Eric Gordon. James covering. Gordon goes in, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Rivers dishes to Westbrook, and the dunk by Capella.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is, Greg. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
LeBron kicks to Caldwell Pope. Bradley against Rivers. Launches it. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after it.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through. He's done almost no damage from three-point range in this game. No threes in this half, and only one in the first.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it. Clearly a foul.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, a rock solid 79%.
Free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Rockets trail. Now a timeout called by Houston. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
Gordon finds Westbrook. And Capella with the basket on the assist from Westbrook. Capella's got the game tied up here for the Rockets. Los Angeles has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Greg, when you evaluate Avery Bradley, the offense isn't what it once was, but the defense is certainly still there.
Yeah, Bradley has struggled with the scoring in recent years, but defense, that does not go cold. Still a menace to ball handlers, and his reach and length can suffocate perimeter players.
And the Lakers making a change here. Howard's checked in.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there is always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. The players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. That free throw good from Avery Bradley.
But the defensive specialist, Bradley, now a veteran, he's proven to be a guy who can contribute well as a starter or a bench reserve.
And so he makes both from the line.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Westbrook passes to Capella. It's good. Capella's got 10 points in just the second half.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's James, and he has 28 points for the game. Here's Davis. He kicks to Howard. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bradley. Connects on the 17-footer. Bradley's got 6 in the quarter.
With a high release and strong elevation, Bradley's got an effective jumper in his arsenal.
Rivers in the corner. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Lakers trail by 3. LeBron outside, and they double up James. Caldwell Pope on the wing. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Caldwell Pope's got 10.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
And the shot goes in. And that's now 29 points for Russell Westbrook.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
James, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Gotta like the edge James plays with. Phenomenal at taking it strong and picking up the foul.
He shot well from the line tonight, going 4 for 5. And he makes the first. Houston making some changes. Daniel House comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's James Harden in for Rivers. The Lakers also changing it up. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Anthony Davis. Green comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Avery Bradley. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Houston in the lead. Outside Westbrook. And stolen by Kuzma. Lobbed up there for Howard. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
When you lob it Howard's way, he'll find ways to finish. That's how talented of a dunker he is.
Westbrook dishes to Harden. Now the pass to Capella. House kicks to Westbrook. Beyond the arc. They get it back. Here is House. Guarded by Kuzma. 6 to shoot. Harden draws the double. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
James against Gordon. It's stolen. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Harden, that's good. And the action on hold as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
Yeah, looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Oh, that's a tough blow for him. Really the whole team, though. I mean, puts a lot of pressure on the next man up.
Davis is checked in for LeBron. "20 seconds left to play in the third. Now Rondo. He has 6. On the wing, Davis. Pass to Howard. Over in the corner, Green. Drills the three-pointer. Green's got 5 now.
Improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for Houston. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's House in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. The shot's good from Kuzma.
Well, you see how comfortable Kuzma is from there. I mean, he knows he has the size and touch needed to be effective.
Lob pass to Capella. Throws down the alley-oop slam. And guys, here in the 4th quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Rondo bounce pass. Davis finds Kuzma. Over Westbrook. Kuzma can't get it to go. Rockets shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Westbrook passes to Gordon. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Howard's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. It's Kuzma penetrating. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Houston. And it's Houston's ball. They lead by 1. Green against Harden. Outside Gordon. Pass to Tucker. Harden outside. 5 on the clock. The Rockets with another miss.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's are over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
Kuzma can't get it to go. The Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Harden dishes to Tucker. Back to Harden. To the paint. Here's Westbrook. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. 34 points for Russell Westbrook.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Green kicks to Rondo. And finished off by Davis.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Harden against Green. Harden, that's good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Green finds Howard. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And they double up Davis. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so it's the Lakers with it. It's rebounded by Houston. Harden's got 4 rebounds now tonight. He dishes it to Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down.
Rondo passes to Davis. Feeds to Howard. 5 to shoot. Here's Green. That shot is off. Harden with the defensive effort. Time now for an injury report. Now an update on LeBron from David Aldridge. What'd you find out, David?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from Los Angeles' head athletic trainer. He told me it's a sprained elbow. Now, they put some ice on it, and they're hoping that he doesn't have any inflammation. They're going to keep him off the court for the time being, and they don't rule out the possibility he'll have to miss a few more games as a result. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
Yeah, but fortunately we know he's in good hands, so you hope to see him back on the court soon.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 7. Here's Davis. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got his 7th assist in the game. Lob pass to Capella. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And every year, Capella seems to up his score. Looking hungry. He wants to shoulder more of the offensive load.
Green against Harden. Here's Davis, and Davis throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here's Westbrook. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you could ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Rondo. And the first one at the line is good.
I like that he's playing with an edge here in the second half. I mean, he didn't get to the line once in the first half.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. And so Westbrook makes them both. Here's Rondo. Passes it to Davis. Shoots over Tucker. And Davis can't get it to go.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Oh, textbook defense. I mean, it took a good angle to the shooter and bothered the release.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
No question, GA. I mean, it takes skill and a certain level of fearlessness.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Houston. Free throw good, Gordon.
And when he's healthy, Gordon is extremely effective, an incredible scorer who fills up the stat sheet.
Rondo finds McGee. The pass to Green. Fade away. It's rebounded by Houston.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
A nice shot by Rivers. And the Rockets lead by 8.
These buckets help Rivers get going. The defense can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
That's tipped. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And it's the Rockets with the ball. Rockets leading by 8. Buries it down low. Rivers has got 4 points this quarter.
Smooth handles from Rivers right there. Sometimes he's capable of surprising you with some of his moves.
Here's Rondo. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Houston's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Kuzma outside. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. 7 points for Kyle Kuzma.
An outstanding three-point shooter. Kuzma is a prototype stretch four. That makes him very valuable.
Timeout called, the Rockets. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, during that break, Mike D'Antoni talked to his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, will see if they can build on this lead.
Capella kicks it to Tucker. Takes a three. Sinks the three-pointer. Tucker's got the lead up to 10 now for the Rockets.
Not many folks thought that Tucker would have success as an NBA three-point shooter. He's proven all of them wrong. He's got good range.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Harden gets the bucket. Harden's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, Harden's strength is part of what makes him special. Able to score through all kinds of contact.
Harden against Rondo. Back to Green. This one for three. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo.
He's been a different player since halftime. Coming on strong now.
To the middle. Here's Capella. And Davis sends it back. Fast break. Here they come. Green dishes to Rondo. Lakers working the ball around now. And McGee kicks to Rondo. Kuzma outside. Shot clock at 5. Pass to McGee. Puts up a three. That one doesn't go. And the Rockets take it the other way. Harden against Green. Takes the three. Houston gets it back. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That'll be his second foul of the game. Howard's checked in for the Lakers. McGee, timeout called the Lakers.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
Kuzma passes to Rondo. Back to Kuzma. And Capella sends it back. Gordon inside. Guarded by McGee. A nice shot by Tucker.
Even though he lacks some size, Tucker's strength makes up for it. He competes inside.
Rondo with the ball. Tipped away. And here's Gordon. On the wing, Harden. Lob pass to Capella. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Oh, man, and these shots are just the ones Capella makes on the regular. Just a highly intelligent offensive player.
Here is Rondo. Pass to Kuzma. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. He drops the first one, and that brings them to within 10.
Coming out of high school, Kuzma was a very raw player, but his development was fast and furious at the college level, and he continued to get better once he entered the NBA.
And both free throws good for Kuzma. And so it's Houston with it. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Harden. Rivers in the corner. Knocks down the three ball. Rivers has got the lead up to 12 now for Houston.
It's big when Rivers connects from outside. Really helps space the entire floor for the squad.
Out left to the wing. Here's Kuzma. Howard trying to free himself up. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And at Utah, Kyle Kuzma restricted to more of a traditional power forward role. Now, the wide open NBA style has unleashed his game.
First one falls for him. And Chris, really a combo forward game for Kuzma. He's comfortable playing small forward as well.
Well, defensively, I think he's better on the wing. I mean, think about this. In high school, he was only 5'9" as a freshman. Man, did he grow. He has experience on the perimeter.
And he can't hit the second.
They'll take it even with the miss. Anything they can do to cut into the lead.
Harden finds Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, what really separates Capella is his explosiveness around the rim. My goodness.
Passes it to Howard. Green with the ball. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Rivers against Rondo. Clock at 4. Jacks up a 3. The Lakers get it back in a new 14. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. That's going to send Dwight Howard to the line. That one's on Eric Gordon. And the Lakers making a change here. Davis is checked in.
Love watching Howard still doing his thing out there. A nightly double-double threat.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Rivers. Kicks it to Harden. There's the pass to Capella. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time.
Now here's Rivers. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. James, congrats on the win. What got it done for you at the end tonight?
Just being aggressive. I told my guys on the court that we had to make a run, and it had to be a good one. Defensively, we did a pretty good job down the stretch. We got some shots to fall, and came with the victory.
Great play tonight, James. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.